Good evening, Nashville, Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, those of you as far west as Jackson, those of you as far east as McMinnville. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call with your host, Dr. Shawn Pruitt, and if you're watching this show, I am your community pharmacist. Everyone, welcome to the September edition of Pharmacist on Call. This is your 1-hour forum where you get to call and ask those questions that you've been wanting to ask. Because let's face it, your doctors are busy, your pharmacists are busy, they don't have time. But for this 1 hour, I do. This 1-hour segment is our community service to you, sponsored by Pruitt's, DiscountPharmacy.com, the pharmacy choice of the uninsured. So don't be shy. The producer's going to post the number up there. This is where you get to call and ask me anything. It could be about medication. It could be about health conditions. It can be about alternative therapies. It could be about some of anything. So this is your 1-hour forum where whatever you want to talk about health-wise or otherwise, this is your opportunity to do so. So this is where we're going to get into our birthday shout outs and whatnot. So I actually want to start with my late brother Jeremy, who had been turning 50, I believe. Yeah, on September 16th. Big shout out to my cousin Finest, my classmates from Maplewood, Marsha Jordan and Lanika Adams, and then Miss Tina Irvin, one of the good friends of the pharmacy, I believe celebrated her birthday yesterday. So all you hateful Virgos out there just mean for no reason, happy birthday to all of you. All right, it looks like we also have we want to send out prayers for speedy recovery to Ms. Bertha Hall, who is the mother of our pastor, well, technician, Pastor Chris Hall. So she is recovering, so we want to make sure she gets well pretty soon as well. And certainly want to keep our prayers for those who are going through water crisis issues. Jackson, Mississippi, Flint, Michigan, and especially those of you out west. Don't know if you guys know this or not, but there's a drought going on. And on top of that, it looks like Jackson, Mississippi has some infrastructure issues after the flooding there. So praying for everyone down there who is dealing with water issues. Let's see what we got. And other than Labor Day, that's all the shout outs and all of that for right now. So until you guys begin to call in, this is where I like to let you know what the show is about. And this is also where we get into supplements, because that's why you're here, to get health information. So that's what I'm here for. So as you know, we do free samples of our hemp oil, and we do that because we understand that a lot of people are in chronic pain and need help. And sometimes there are barriers to you for you to get the medication that you need. It's hard finding a doctor, or you yourself may be in pain and you don't want to face the stigma of being on pain medication. So we have a solution for you that can take some of that edge off of that pain, and that is our Pharmacist Blend Hemp Oil, or CBD oil, with THC, 0.3%, which is allowed by the law. And so what this does is, depends on the type of pain that you have. If you have kind of like a visceral pain, it will take care of that. But for those of you who suffer from neuropathy, and many of you who have called in over the years, and I've told you that whoever had a solution for neuropathy, they would be a rich man. Well, we've got the solution right here. So if you have diabetes, back injury, and you're dealing with that sciatica, if you're dealing with nerve pain and numbness and tingling in the hands and in the toes, the CBD oil, the hemp oil, is the thing for you. Now, we do free samples of that because I put my name on it. This is our brand. It's called Pharmacist Blend. It's the only brand of CBD hemp oil that I'll put my name on. So for those of you who go to the gas station and all these other places, you shouldn't do that anyway. But come into the pharmacy and get a free sample. If you know someone who has issues with chronic pain or with neuropathy, send them to the pharmacy. We've got 4 locations, and you can sample at each one of them. So make sure you check it out. Not only is it good for chronic pain, it is also good for anxiety and depression, because it helps to stimulate the serotonin chemical in the brain, the serotonin chemical in the body that the brain needs to feel better. It's our happy hormone, it's or neurotransmitter. It's our satisfied neurotransmitter, and so it boosts that up. And it's kind of the same way that your Prozacs and your sertralines work. What they do is they increase the levels of serotonin, which is our happy neurotransmitter. So if you're feeling kind of down, and especially as we approach the holiday season, and those of you, who are missing loved ones or whatever the case may be, stop in for a free sample. of the hemp oil for anxiety. But a lot of people have both going on, and they can't sleep because A, they don't feel well physically, and B, because they don't feel well mentally. So the CBD hemp oil will get you together. Again, free samples all day, every day. All right. And also the other thing, for those of you who suffer from upset stomachs, I've noticed that this works very well for nausea, so calms the nausea down. And I know some of you out there who are dealing with gastroparesis, you diabetics out there, that fullness sensation that you have in your stomach, and that nausea, well, that's because your stomach has slowed down and we need to kick it back into gear. This also helps with nausea. So stop by for a free sample if you're feeling nauseous. Okay, and we are still in COVID season, so I think it appropriate to talk about Dr. Pruitt's potion, and this is sort of our solution to what is going around. We've been making it since 2020, so this product has been made for well over 2 years, 2.5 years now. And the reason that I made it is because a number of people were coming in, and this was pre any talk of a vaccine. So you're talking about March, April of 2020. I started putting the formulation together and then finally put it out around May, June. But people were dying, people were sick, and people were scared. And so a number of them came to me and asked me to come up with a solution. And so I began researching late at night about the virus itself. And most of the data I researched actually came directly out of Asia, out of Wuhan, China itself, because I had a very good understanding of the virus and how it works through the body and how it kills us. So once I found out the ways that it is killing us, then I also went and researched natural products that could block those pathways by which the virus uses to kill us. And so I came up with 4 ingredients, which turns into Dr. Pruitt's potion here. Big shout out to my my technicians, Yasmin Barnett and Tramisha Roberts, who really pushed me to create this product. And actually they wound up making it just because I got too busy to do it. This product is available on Amazon or at the store. So if you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, you can go to Amazon.com and type in Dr. Pruitt's potion, and it's available. Amazon gets it to you pretty quickly, usually within a day or so. But what this does is a number of things, and so we had to understand the way that the virus was killing us. The virus got us primarily by 2 ways. It damaged our organs by inflammation and by blood clots, which means it cut off the blood supply to the heart, cut off the blood supply to the kidneys, to the brain, and this resulted in strokes. It resulted in irreparable organ damage, especially with the inflammation added in as well. And so I needed to add something anti-inflammatory to take that inflammation away. And so I put in one of the ingredients for that. The other way that it meandered through the system is it began to get into the cells and replicate itself. And so what I needed something that was antiviral in nature, that had worked against older forms of coronaviruses. And so I had an ingredient for that, and it stopped the replication. But enough of me talking here. Looks like we've got our first caller. Rhonda, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. Let me help you.
Yes, this is Rhonda.
Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
Yes, I would like to see about getting some of that for COVID. How would I be able to get it?
Where do you live?
I'm in South Nashville.
South Nashville. So when the producer flashes the number at the end of the show, give that phone number a call, not this phone number that you dialed in here, but to the phone number to Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy, and we can deliver it to you, or you can come and get it at either our East Nashville, but since you're in South Nashville, stop by our Antioch store at 2510 Murfreesboro Pike. How far are you from Antioch?
Okay. I'm closer to Dickerson Road. Dickerson Road.
Even though you're in South Nashville? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, stop by there. Tomorrow we'll be open from 9 to 6. And we have 3 sizes. We have this is our $40 bottle, our large. We have a half size, which is $20. And then we have even bigger family size bottles, because a lot of families were catching it. And that one runs about, $79.99. So yeah, but just pop by the pharmacy, but make sure you stay until the end of the show and watch for the phone number, and then you can call that number in the morning or just stop by. But we've got plenty made up.
And how much was the whole bottle? How much I have to pay for the whole bottle?
This size is $39.99. It's $40. So this one we recommend if you have it. If you're trying to prevent it, you can get a smaller bottle, which runs about $20. But if you've definitely got it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Thank you. All right, Bella. Okay. Thelma, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. Let me help you. Shaquille, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. Let me help you. Shaquille? Shaquille going once. Shaquille going twice. All right, we'll let you catch us back here. All right, I'll tell you what. You all stay right there. We're up on our first break. We'll be right back.